Hello, I'm David, and I'm glad you could join me here on Set Sail with Grace Harbor. Today we're tackling Mark chapter 13, sometimes called the Little Apocalypse. This is Jesus' major teaching on the end times given privately to his disciples. It's a roadmap for what to expect before his return, and it's meant to encourage us to be ready, not fearful. The chapter begins in Jerusalem, where a disciple admires the magnificent temple buildings. Jesus gives a shocking prediction. Do you see these great temple buildings? There will not be left here one stone upon the other that will not be thrown down. Now, this prophecy came true in AD 70 when the Romans destroyed the temple. Later, four disciples, Peter, James, John, and Andrew, ask him privately on the Mount of Olives, "Tell us, when will these things be, and what will be the sign when all these things are about to be accomplished?" Jesus answers by giving a series of signs, but he immediately issues a warning. See that no one leads you astray. The most immediate danger isn't a global catastrophe, it's deception. He lists several things that must happen first, but are not yet the end. False messiahs, people claiming to be Christ. Wars and rumors of wars. These are just the beginning of birth pangs. Earthquakes and famines. Global disasters are expected, but not the final sign. I don't know about you, but 2025 seems to be defined by many of these signs, and there's been such an increase in anti-Semitism and the slaughter of Christians in Syria, Africa, China, Vietnam, and it's largely gone unnoticed by the media. This is the call to endurance under persecution. Jesus warns that followers will be hated, handed over to authorities, and even betrayed by family. His instructions are simple. The one who endures to the end will be saved. These early verses prepare us for a difficult journey, but a certain outcome. Jesus then pivots to an event that will signal the immediate start of the Great Tribulation, the abomination of desolation. While this has ties to historical events, it's primarily pointing to a future ultimate desecration of God's place of worship. Historically speaking, this happened with Antiochus Epiphanes when he desecrated the temple, and even others say when the Romans destroyed the temple in 70 AD. But we will see in Revelation that there is yet another time to this as a future event yet to happen. Jesus tells the people of Judea that when they see this, they must flee immediately. He gives urgency. Don't go back for your cloak. Don't stop for anything. This period will be one of unprecedented suffering, such as has not occurred since the beginning of the creation that God created until now. But here's the hope. Jesus says that for the sake of the elect, God's chosen people, the days will be cut short. Now, following the tribulation, the true cosmic signs will appear. The sun will be darkened, the moon won't give its light, and the stars will fall. This is what gives me assurance that what Jesus is referring to is in the future, near the point in time when God has determined Christ will return. None of these cosmic events has yet occurred. Immediately after this, the Son of Man will come in the clouds with great power and glory. This is the definitive, unmistakable return of Christ. A core truth from this section is that God's timing is sovereign and merciful. The tribulation will be intense, but it is limited by God's love for his people. Jesus uses the parable of the fig tree to teach them how to discern the timing of the end. He says, "When you see the branch becoming tender and putting out leaves, you know that summer is near. Likewise, when you see the signs that he's described happening, you know that he is near, right at the gate." However, Jesus makes an absolute humbling statement. Concerning that day or that hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. This immediately invalidates every date-setting prediction ever made. The final and most critical instruction repeated 4 times, is the command to watch. In Mark 13, we are commanded to live in a consistent readiness. Jesus is like the master who has gone on a journey, leaving his servants in charge, telling the doorkeeper to stay awake. Since we don't know when the master is coming back, morning, noon, or night, we must be prepared at all times. So, The Little Apocalypse isn't a book of scary predictions. It's a manual for faithful living in a fallen world. It tells us to expect trouble, reject deception, watch for the ultimate signs, and live every day as if Christ could return at any moment. So endure, watch, and remain faithful. How does this chapter change your view of the future? Let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and live ready and not scared.